Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Capital City News. I'm your host, Yusuf Mong, reporting in live from Washington Square. Preparations for Arts Fest are happening right behind me and all throughout the square. Kicks off this Thursday, going through the weekend. Make sure you stop by. On this week's episode of Capital City News, we're talking the history of segregation in Utah, some of our lookbacks, and a very important, very special guest appearance from one of our three-legged residents. It's hot out, guys. For some Salt Lake City residents, they're using beer to beat the heat. Whether that's drinking beer this weekend at Arts Fest or checking out last week's Slug Dillery event, you've got a couple options. Thank you. Guys, we're at Slug Dillery. I have fans somehow. It doesn't make any sense. This has never happened before. Let's go check it out. Yeah! Yeah! You see this? This is the greatest day of my life. You see this? Guys, we're here at Dillery trying out some beers. We got, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Dallas from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Dallas, what are you drinking?
This is called the Dog Lake. Dog Lake, yeah, the Dog Lake. It does not taste like a dog lake, though, I tell you that. It is delicious.
That's a pretty glowing review, guys. If your beer doesn't taste like dog lake, it's probably a good beer. Okay, so do either of you speak English?
I speak English very well. I like to think.
What does he speak? I don't. He's trying to get some kind of message into my brain.
The language of dance.
The language of dance! Guys, what do you think he's saying to you right now? Look at those moves. All right, you guys, Dillery. We're here with Wendy from Prime Corn. Did you know that there's drinks other than beer at Dillery? I did not. Wendy's going to tell us about her agua frescas.
So they are made from scratch with fresh ingredients. Today we have tamarind, we have horchata, and we have mango. And we also have sopes. We have corn on the cob and corn in a cup. And we have some snacks.
This food looks really interesting. So if we come over this way, you'll see she has examples of some of the food she's selling. Can you tell us a little bit more about these types of food? Like explain a little bit, what is it? What's it good? What's good about it? Tell us a little more.
So this is like a corn cake with refried beans, and then your protein. We have a vegan option, that's mushrooms. And we have meat like chicken or carne asada, which is kind of like chopped steak. Then lettuce, tomato, sour cream, cheese. And on the corn, we put either mayo or crema, cheese, and you can add tajin.
Guys, look at this.
Much as you would like.
Look at it. It's so cute. This is the best size of tajin. Personal tajin, guys. Or it's beautiful.
Like a take-home tajin.
They're fun to try. I am top tier.
I am not. All right, what do we? How do we do?
Oh, you're so much better than you thought, right?
Oh!
I had some curve.
Are you kidding me? Hold on. So you have to get in the hole.
Get it in the hole. Knock that other bag in there. All right, hey. There was an effort made.
Dang it. All All right, guys, Bruce Dillery, we're here. We'll start with your name and where you're from.
My name is Lauren. I am from Logan.
Lauren from Logan with Prodigy Brewing. Can you tell us a little bit more about Prodigy and what you guys are doing here today or what you have on tap?
Yeah, so Prodigy Brewing is actually Logan's first and only brewery, and our 2-year anniversary is next month in July. So we're super excited about that. We have 3 beers on tap now, but usually we have about 10 in our family-friendly brew pub.
Family friendly, and there's beer, guys. And what more do you need? So what's your most popular beer?
Right now, I would say our Yellow Snow Steam or our Dublin Over Irish Red.
I was just looking at the Yellow Snow. What does that mean? Where did that name come from?
So Yellow Snow we just thought was a funny name because, you know, they say don't eat yellow snow, but nobody says don't drink it. And then a steam comes from California. It originates from a brewery called Anchor Steam, so we're just trying our best to hopefully match their expectations.
Awesome. SLC TV signing off from Bruce Dillery. Don't worry, beer happy. Hey everyone, on this week's interview, we're talking to a very special 3-legged SLC resident. Loves dogs, loves safety. Let's hear from Trike.
Thank you for being with us to honor Juneteenth, the day in our nation's history when 250,000 enslaved Black and African Americans were declared free finally.
And so today I stand before you in celebration of Juneteenth and what it means. It was stated in the history books that when those who were enslaved learned of their freedom, they took to the streets and celebrated. It was a time to celebrate, and I think that's something we should remember.
We came today to not only to celebrate, but I came to congratulate you for being here, for not giving up, for doing the work.
In closing, we will raise the flag as a community as we do every single year.
As we continue to celebrate Juneteenth, for this week's History Minute, we're taking a look back at the history of segregation in Utah and a surprising group of people fighting for civil rights in our state. Lagoon. It was Lagoon.
When racial segregation was commonplace in the United States through the early half of the 20th century, things were no different in Salt Lake City. In one arena that was apparent in the press was the plight of Black performers coming to town, unable to stay in the hotels near the venues they'd be playing in. Marquee performers like Harry Belafonte and Ella Fitzgerald were refused rooms at the Hotel Utah when they came to town. Famed concert singer Marian Anderson was scheduled to sing at the LDS Tabernacle and was only allowed to stay at the Hotel Utah on the condition that she used the freight elevator to get to her room. Although the issue with segregation in hotels in the city wouldn't be fixed until there was a reform in federal laws in the 1960s, Utah was not without its early victories in civil rights. One of the major breakthroughs in this era came from Robert E. Freed, a prominent civil rights leader. Freed and others took over the lease of the Lagoon theme park, but the lease prohibited blacks from using the swimming pool in the ballroom due to a city ordinance in Farmington requiring it. Not content to allow the bigotry of the status quo to continue, Freed fought to change the city ordinance, and by the end of the 1940s, Lagoon was open to everyone. Freed was eventually bestowed a Human Rights Award by the Utah chapter of the NAACP, which he claimed to be the award he earned that gave him the most satisfaction.
That's it for another episode of Capital City News. Remember, this is the best way to stay informed and engaged with Salt Lake City government. I'm your host, Yusuf Mong, reporting in live from Washington Square. Remember, Arts Festival happening this weekend, starting on Thursday the 27th through Sunday. Make sure you stop by.